with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
And this was a scene on 29th Street in Erie around noon today when a wall of storms swept through our region. Thunderstorms prompted severe weather warnings today. Hi, I'm Mike Ruzzi, and thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of the NOWCAST. And it has been confirmed an EF0 tornado touched down today in Crawford County. Through a preliminary storm survey, the National Weather Service confirmed a tornado touched down briefly around the intersection of Fowler Road and State Highway 173. The damage included 2 barns, a semi blown off the road, a flattened cornfield, and numerous trees down. Significant damage was spotted just north of Cochranton, and a number of barns in that area suffered major damage. We've had crews in Crawford County all day speaking with residents about the strong storms. Tune in to Erie News Now on the CW at 10 and WICU and WSCE for the latest on the tornado damage tonight. Meantime, across the state line, Ashtabula County dealt with flooding as the rain just kept coming down throughout the day. Ashtabula County had substantial amount of rain today, causing flooding. On Main Avenue, water began to collect in a busy overpass. One mother thought she could drive through the other side. Unfortunately, her car got stuck and she couldn't turn around. Luckily, a friend came to help her and her 10-month-old child to get out of trouble there. Also in Crawford County, we're learning the county is now just one of 2 counties in all of Pennsylvania to have what the CDC considers a high level of COVID-19 transmission. The newly released map from the CDC shows Crawford County highlighted in red along with Cameron County. The transmission level is based on a number of new cases per 100,000 people, along with the positivity rates of new COVID-19 tests. The CDC is now recommending counties with a high transmission rate go back to wearing masks indoors regardless of vaccination status. And in Erie County, the latest data shows 12 new cases of coronavirus being reported. The Erie County Department of Health is coordinating mobile vaccine clinics that are free to Erie County residents. No insurance is needed, and walk-ups are welcome. The next one is slated for Saturday, July 31st, noon to 3 p.m. at the Lake City Fire Department on Westlake Road. There's also one scheduled for Tuesday, August 3rd, from 5 to 8 p.m. at Corey National Night Out in the City Park, and also next Friday, August 6th, from 5 to 7 at Dan Rice Days, the festival on Main Street in Girard. Millions of Americans could be at risk of eviction in just 2 days. That's when the federal protections created during the pandemic are set to expire. Congress allocated more than $46 billion to help Americans affected by the pandemic pay their rent, but just a fraction of the money has reached those who need it. Nearly half the states in the country have used less than 5% of their federal relief money. There's been a long list of great swimmers in U.S. history, from Mark Spitz to Michael Phelps, Dara Torres, and Katie Ledecky, just to name a few. And 10 years ago, Erie native Marie Georgia set the standard for local swimming, and she's keeping a close eye on the Tokyo Summer Games. The 2012 Mercier's Prep graduate won 5 state titles in high school, then went on to compete at the U.S. Olympic trials as an 18-year-old.
Meanwhile, the top 16 make it on TV. So I was in the top 16 up until the last 2 or 3 heats. So I had that like extra pressure going into things, which was kind of cool and a little bit nerve-wracking, but so excited with where I ended up.
She didn't make it to the finals at the trials, but it was a taste of what kind of competition she would eventually face at the University of Michigan.
It's just a experience that I really cannot put into words. It's something that you just have to be there for yourself, besides the fact that it's just so much energy and, you know, just so many emotions.
Now, one of the biggest fans of the sport of swimming, Georgia can't wait to watch these Olympics play out.
There's always someone new in the game, which makes things really exciting. As we always like to think for Team USA, we want to be number one in, you know, everything we compete in. I don't see a case where that wouldn't be.
Anne Marie currently works in Troy, Michigan as an assistant vice president and investment advisor for PNC Bank. Back-to-school shopping season is expected to be a larger headache for parents this year compared to most. With more in-person learning and the return to the classroom, demand for school supplies is now high, leading to possible shortages and even raising concern over online shopping scams. The Better Business Bureau is warning families early about online shopping scams, and they tell Erie News Now how important it is to do your homework before purchasing any school supplies online. Experts expect a surge in demand for supplies. An average family spends around $850, according to the National Retail Federation. And thanks for joining us for this NOWCAST. Join us for our next news at 10 p.m. on the CW and again at 11 p.m. on WICU and WSEE. Have a great night.